Hi, everyone. Here we are. Fabulous Friday, soul aligned, fabulous Friday. Sorry I'm a little late. It's just I had a matter to attend to, which I think I'm going to incorporate into today's message. But first, let's start off with our usual ritual of what were we so proud of ourselves about? What are we celebrating that took place this week? So, for instance, what you want to do is just think about some of the challenges you had, some of the stretching, the expanding, the new risks, maybe, some of the feeling resistance, not moving forward, not really getting where you want to get to, but you hung in there and you kept going. You kept reaching for what it was you wanted. You had the vision of what it was you wanted to manifest, and you did it. You just kept taking one baby step after another or one step after the other just to keep it going. Hi, Robert. So let's have you look back on what you experienced in your personal life, as well as what are you noticing that's going on in the world, in the country, in your neighborhoods. As you've heard me say in all of the Facebook Lives, this is epic times we're living in. Here in the United States, our democracy is under attack. In the world, people are showing up with greater hatred and evil. And what you always hear me say in all of the Facebook Lives is, as the darkness comes, so does the light. Yay! So this isn't about fear. This isn't about giving up. This isn't about uh, feeling that there's a hopelessness, a helplessness, a resignation. No, what this is about is we have to step up. We have to step up our light. Now, what happened to me earlier today, let's see, how am I going to say this? The reason that I'm late is because I had a challenge. Okay, I had a personal challenge, and for some people it might have brought up some fear if it was happening to them, but I am different because I know that I am here to serve the light. I know that I am, hi there, Lazarus Edge, I am here to serve with the light, because what I know deep in my heart of hearts is that the light will always win. Yes, there might be fear. Yes, there might be hurt. Yes, there might be sacrifice, major sacrifice. However, the light will always win. So why I'm saying this is because I was challenged 10 minutes before this Facebook Live, 15 minutes before this Facebook Live, something happened. And I almost was going to reschedule it, but my friends said, no, just keep your eye on the ball. And I knew intuitively that I should continue as scheduled. And it is in this example that divine order has presented to us exactly the point that I want to make, and that is this. Because there is such an escalation of challenge and stress and worry, and evidence that things are really being pushed to some sort of threshold in terms of our country here in the United States, and I'm sure the other countries that are watching the United States, because everybody on this planet is impacted by the actions of the United States. So as that is escalating, what has to happen inside of us, and what happened inside of me, was that we just declare to ourselves that our mission, our quality of life, where we are going, and what we want to leave as a legacy of us having been here in this lifetime has to go up a notch. There has to be some added decibels to the mix here, where we are just more committed, where we are just that much more certain. So what happens is we go inside and we face the darkness within us in the form of a fear of risks, fear of the unknown, allowing things that really should be very intolerable. We are allowing them to be tolerable. And all of that has a cost. And the cost is that your quality of life is dampened for sure. but also, what we are here to bring in terms of our gifts and our personality and our character and all of those things that we have been preened to be masterful at. I mean, we could be masterful at how to handle stress. We could be masterful at how we're going to choose priorities when a lot of issues or a lot of points of focus are clamoring for our attention. And so in the presence of all of this, there is a part of ourselves that wakes up. That's who I want to talk to right now, that waking up part. The part that is saying, there's got to be a better way, or, I can do this, or, I have been waiting my entire incarnation to use these techniques, to bring out this message, to have this mission, to make that money, to have that business, to have that hobby, to leave that relationship, to go to that relationship, whatever it is for you. And it has to do with you working on yourself, inside yourself. A friend of mine called it a spiritual Armageddon. Isn't that beautiful? A spiritual Armageddon. And I'll talk more about this next Friday, in our next Fabulous Friday, because a spiritual Armageddon is those aspects of ourselves that are at war. And we all have them, believe me. The question is, what are we going to do about it? So next week, I'm going to go into greater depth about that. However, what I wanted to do today will prepare us for what I do want to cover in our next Fabulous Friday. And that is, I want to give you a mind calming technique that will go in concert with all the other techniques that I have been teaching you along the way in these Fabulous Friday series Facebook Lives. So first, what I want to do is let's bring in some spiritual energy. What I'd like you to do is just think about whatever religion you have, to call upon those highest forces that really do mean in your heart a spiritual haven, a sacred place, a place that is home, spiritual home for you. So just think of what that means to you, as well as your own connection to your soul. What does that mean to you? And now let's call in our beloved archangels. And in one of the Facebook Lives of the series, I explained how to create a cube, like a cocoon, of archangel energies surrounding us. And I also said that because different teachers describe these archangels differently in terms of their characteristics and what they are experts and specialists of, I'm going to have you do your research and find out for you what and who these archangels are. So here we go. Please take a deep breath in and imagine Archangel Michael on your right, Archangel Gabriel on your left, Archangel Uriel in front of you, Archangel Raphael behind you, Archangel Raguel above you, Archangel Soriel below you, Archangel Ramiel beside you. And feel their presence cocooning you, protecting you, guiding you, loving you, loving you. And now I would like you to think about the challenges that you did have this week. And what would you say would be your success strategies? How did you think? What emotions did you choose to activate? And then what actions did you take that allowed you to not crumble, not fall, but if you did fall, how you got up and kept moving towards your goal. So please think about that for a minute. What did you do? What was your natural occurring success strategy that allowed you to remember who you are, step up, stand up, hi Marlise, and move forward towards your goal? What was your success strategy? What did you think? What did you do? How did you behave? What worked? What worked? What worked? Because in you realizing what worked, you can duplicate it, you can emulate it, you can customize it, and most importantly, you can trust yourself to rise up to meet the challenge, right? And you can trust yourself to commit to what it is you want no matter what. That's what I did today. Yes, I had a friend who said, Sasha, keep going, do exactly what you have planned. However, in my own heart, I knew that my commitment to what I want to bring forth to you on a continuous, accountable way is important so that you can trust that I'm a credible person for you. That this is a series, this fabulous Facebook Friday series is important. And I want you to have this. So here I am instead of rescheduling. And I thank my friend for urging me on, because we all need support, right? We do. And that's also part of your success strategy, is who is supporting your dreams? Who is supporting your humanness? Who is supporting you to allow yourself to fall? Because, hey, we're human, we're making mistakes. That is not the issue. The issue is, how do we stay accountable? What do we do about it? And what is it going to take for us to keep moving towards our dreams? So I feel like I have made that point a gazillion times in this little Facebook Live clip. So I'm going to move on. The next thing is, let's take a look at the week that's coming up. And I want you to ask yourself these two questions, and that is, can you use what worked for you this week to also work for you in this upcoming week? Just take a look at what's on the charts for you to do. And can you see how you can project your success strategy into this upcoming week? Okay, now the second thing is, can you imagine what this upcoming week will be like, how it's going to play out, if you remember to surround yourself with the archangel cocoon that we just did earlier, and also is in a previous Facebook Live of the Fabulous Friday series? What would it be like if you stepped into a conversation, into a meeting, into driving in your car to find a parking spot when it's heavy-duty traffic out there? What would it be like if you are sitting down with your business projects and you really want to create and activate a wisdom funnel of information, content, ideas, problem solving from your own intuitive treasure trove, and bring it into your physical plane? What might it be like if you not only called upon your soul to help you, and not only calling upon the spirit beings that are part of your unique religious path, but also to add the invocation of archangels all around you, inviting your energy to soar, inviting your energy to expand so that your light is out there. What would that be like? Because that's what I'm going to invite you to do. Okay? Now, you also learned in the previous Facebook Lives about the funnel of light, of divine energy pouring in through the top of your head, flooding your entire physical body, and flushing out unwanted thoughts, feelings, situations, worries, maybe physical pain, stress, injuries, flushing all of that down a grounding cord. You'll have to listen to some of the past recordings. However, the grounding cord is basically, imagine that there is a big tube of light attached at the base of your spine, going down deep into the earth, and all of it, it acts as a dumpster. It acts as a garbage chute. It acts like a laundry chute where you're just pushing out all of that which is negative and unwanted. And you are moving all of that sludge essentially out of your energy field, so it becomes like a energy hygiene routine for yourself. And then you fill yourself up with light. Now what this does is, you're going to feel a whole lot better. That's a given. But also, as you go about your day, you will have greater ease in creating. You will have greater ease in moving through tough spots. You will have greater joy in the process, in the journey of getting yourself from point A to point B, because your vibration will have lifted, and the density of the darkness and the discomfort will have been diluted, if not completely replaced, by the exquisite energies of the divine. So those are some basic everyday exercises I'm inviting you to do, is to fill yourself up with light and let go of what you don't want down that grounding cord. Number 2, to bring in the Archangel cube, Archangel Michael on the right, Archangel Gabriel on the left, Archangel Uriel in front of you, Archangel Raphael behind you, Archangel Ramiel beside you, Archangel Raguel above you, Archangel Soriel below you. Now I'm going to give you one other technique, and that is to prepare us for what I'm going to be covering next Friday. And that is to clear out the debris in your thought channels. And what you're going to do is imagine sitting on a beautiful chair, a beautiful throne, a beautiful couch, a beautiful love seat right in the middle of your head. So you're going to imagine a spot that's about 2 inches recessed from the center of your head. So that's right here. And just imagine recessed about here. And then imagine a plane that goes right across from here to here. And there is in the center of that, those 2 planes, plane going, whoops, this is funny, the plane going this way and a plane going that way. And that's where you would imagine sitting in the center of your head. And what you're going to do is imagine yourself taking some sort of cosmic Windex or a power wash or a sandblaster or a vacuum cleaner or an eraser, something where you're going to just clean up the insides of the center of your head, and it's all going to be flushed out through the back of your head, as if there were a trap door right there at the base of your skull, where your skull meets your neck, the top of your vertebrae of your neck, and there's going to be a little trap door. And attached to that trap door is a tube that's going to go attached from the trap door all the way down to that grounding cord. So basically, just imagine that there is an auxiliary tube of light attached at the base of your head that loops around and connects to the major, larger grounding cord. And you're going to clean out the thoughts, the programs, the emotions, again, the circumstances, things that are hurting you, things that are scaring you, things that are upsetting you, things that are confusing you, beating you down. And you're going to imagine your ability to just wash them all out and down that grounding cord and all the way back into the main grounding cord and gone. Because the center of your head, as you sit there in peace and relief of having removed all this crud that's in the center of your head, that are either generated by your thoughts, your reactions, your emotions, your fears, your beliefs, the suffering, the confusion, the challenge, the stress that coming from your own thinking and feeling processes, and the programs that you have picked up from others that are all around you. And if you're an empath, if you're insensitive, you're going to be a sponge that just sucks this stuff up and you think it's your own until you learn some of the techniques that I teach, because those will help you to distinguish that which is born of yourself and that which you have taken on from others. So the way you'll do this is you imagine yourself sitting in the center of your head on some beautiful, comfortable something or other, couch, chair, throne, cushion. And then you take out your mega washer and you just clean out all the walls around your head, the top of your head, the floor of your head, until it's squeaky clean. And then you fill yourself up with light and you sit there quietly, and you will notice that you are now in an observer position, which is critically important to be able to retract your attention from the outer world and sit in the center of your head to observe, to create a buffer from all the stimulus of your outer world, and also to quiet your mind so that you can receive guidance from your intuition, from your spirit guides, from your soul. You'll love it. It takes practice, trust me. Especially when there's a lot going on, which just happened to me. Like for those of you who were here at the beginning of this, I had to sit, after I put my lipstick on, I had to sit and imagine all this garbage that had been created from the challenge that faced me about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes before this Facebook Live. I had to get rid of it fast. And I did. And I did it with support from my friends. So please do not think that it is a weakness to turn to your friends for support. We are not islands. We are cohabitants. Look for the love this week. Look for the blessings this week. Do your homework that I gave you. And please do 2 other things for me. I would really, really ask you to turn within yourself and say, what am I tolerating in my life that I really need to stop tolerating? And am I ready? Am I ready to face the unknown of living without that which is draining me, ruining the quality of my life on a day-to-day basis, that which is blocking me, holding myself back, putting a ceiling on my joy, on my income, on my friendships, on my whole circle of influence. Am I done with it? Am I done with it? Am I done with it? And if you're not, okay. But when you are, my question is, would you like to talk with me? As a psychic intuitive and as a long distance healer and as a soul purpose mission guide, I will help you to identify the blocks and the scenarios in your life that you may think you're doing just fine with. But I will be able to show you how maybe it's hurting you more than you realize. And even if you don't know what to talk to me about, I will know. Why? Because I'm a psychic intuitive. And because I will bring with me my spirit teams who will work with your guides and your soul, and together in a conversation that'll be complementary, we're going to explore. We're going to explore what it is that you need to change in your life so that you can have what you long to have in your life. And so all you need to do is fill out the link that's in the description on this video. It's a survey, and then one of my team members or myself will get back to you. Either way, we'll move this forward. It'll be a no cost, on the phone conversation, and our goal is to have you become more soul aligned. So it is called a soul success activation session, to clear you of what's obsolete and activate your soul purpose brilliance so that you can do what you came here to do in this lifetime in a bigger way, with greater joy, greater prosperity, greater abundance, and greater love, and greater inner peace. The other thing I want to ask you is to please invite people to listen to these Facebook Live Fabulous Friday series. And the way to do that is to invite them into the Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact group. All of those links are in the description. I'm building a remarkable community here where we all have in common a desire to make things better here in the world. We have our gifts, we have our mission, we have our understanding that our voice does change lives. We will have the light win at this time. The light always comes to meet the darkness. And that is what's happening in a very formidable way in the United States and around the world. And guess what? We're here to help. All right, that's it for today. Let's see, it was 28 minutes and 9 seconds. Please ask me any questions that you like. Actually, I'm going to go see if anybody has. Hang on one second. Let's see if anybody has a question for me here. I'm going to just take a minute and open up another tab so I don't get disconnected to you on this one. And if there are any questions, then I'll answer them. If not, if you find that you have questions coming up later, then just put them on this thread and tag me so that I'm sure to see it. Otherwise, I will miss it. And then we can go from there. So just give me one more moment. Let me see what I've got here. And if there's nothing, then I will give you my usual virtual kiss goodbye, and we'll meet up next Friday. So just one more moment here. Just a second. Nope, no questions, but Archangel Lazarus was here. My dear friend Lazarus Edge is watching here. Okay, everybody, please share this video so that you all can get really good at these techniques. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Mwah! There it is. Favorite part for me is giving you that kiss. Bye-bye.